So you found a home, you're interested in buying it, but not quite sure what the next steps are. Well, there are essentially two approaches. Number one, you can put in an offer, hope it works out, really with no intel, no research, anything behind it. It's just an emotionally driven decision, and hopefully you'll succeed, right? So that's number one. Number two is a much deeper dive, but it can be done relatively quickly if you know what you're doing, or if the agent you're working with knows what they're doing. So this is how it looks. First off, the buyer's agent typically is separate to the listing agent. The buyer agent representing you, for example, would check with, and this is what we do, check with the listing agent of the property our clients are interested in. And we ask questions in a way that doesn't compromise the agent giving up information that's essentially private and confidential, but we get a sense as to the motivation / desperation of the homeowner, timelines that they want to make a move in. We also want to see how many times they've actually had their house on the market, whether they reduced their price each of the times, how many days the house has been on the market, this particular listing. All these factors help us decide exactly what strategy we're going to use in terms of negotiating. We also want to look at how many houses, like the house you're interested in, are on the market, and how many houses have recently sold like the one you're interested in, so we get a sense as to market value. Because let's say that the individual who owns the property, or the family that owns the property, has a price on it, and that price, because of all this desperation, we think we can beat them up. But let's say they're $15,000 or $20,000 less than the last sale that took place, and they're $15,000 or $20,000 less than their closest pricing competitor. The likelihood of getting yet again another $20,000 off is slim to none, depending on the motivation, depending on the desperation, depending on the requirements of that particular homeowner. So all of this information that we gather, we take into consideration to formulate a strategy that allows us to get the best deal for you. We know emotionally you want it, you really want the house, but can we not attach this particular formula or strategy to ensure that you get a great deal for the home that you want? I hope you find this information useful, and thanks for checking in.